What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. And we're back with episode 2 of our boxing journey. This will be every single Sunday. I'll post this, and honestly every week will probably be different. I'm not going to talk too much at the start. I just want to say that at the start of the week I've done 2 classes and I'm getting a little bit of an injury, which I'll talk about in the video. And then on Saturday, which was yesterday, I went to an open gym and me and my mate just smashed it hard for like 2 hours. Just great to get you know, good work in. And then today went to the other gym that I go to and done a mean leg workout, and let me tell you, it feels like I'm walking on jelly at the minute. I'm like Bambi in this bitch. So you know how it be. But my second week back, feels good to be back, and yeah, enjoy the rest of the video, guys. As always, guys, don't forget, if there's anything you believe you could help me on technique, as I said in the last one, I have no respect for armchair experts. If you are knowledgeable in the sport or in any which way, feel free to give me some advice on, you know, maybe some workouts that have helped you improve in certain areas where you feel like I could improve. That's all this journey is, just for me to get fitter, for me to do the sport I love, and for me to be a better boxer. So thanks as always. Don't forget to drop a like, subscribe, and enjoy the video, guys. So yet again, guys, we say goodbye to the setup. I was watching an episode of Black Mirror here. I felt rough, honestly. Start this week, I felt absolute shit. But we say goodbye to the setup. My hands feel a little bit weak, but these have worked absolute justice. Worth the weight in gold, those things are. There's me just trying to soak myself up to get going to that class because I just wasn't feeling. I was feeling rough, could barely breathe. Had a tough week, to be honest. And this is me after the class. Same facial expression, but instead this time I'm sweating like fuck. It was a tough one, and there's me and my mate walking out there, just me. My hair's down for once. And this was the end of the second day. So this was the Tuesday. We finished with some abs. The class was absolute hell. The coach put us through our paces, and then really beasted me on the pads at the end. Oh, absolute hell. Obviously this is sped up, and I cut it in half a little bit here. But yeah, man, this was the end of the second class. There's about 16 of us in the class, and oh my god, was it tough. And as you can see, I'm absolutely sweating. Please nobody edit this of me with my hair up there looking like fucking Jedward. I just want to show this. There's a security camera in like the walking bit, and you can see people sparring, which I thought was pretty cool. You can see me down there with my red t-shirt on, but I thought it was pretty cool, that. And yeah, and then I sent this picture to my mate, pretty much describing how we both felt after that Monday and Tuesday. 2 hours of pure hell. And then we go on to the Saturday. So I missed the whole middle of the week. I was in pain, believe it or not. My lead foot, so my right foot, sorry, my toe was bruised, and it felt like it had blistered like in like several places on one toe. I was just in agony. I could barely walk on it. As you can see here, I'm just kind of trying to get a feel for it. You know, just kind of moving around, but I felt fine. My toes all good now. Just kind of trying to get a feel for it. Stomping them boots and stomping them socks on. I think it's my fault because I wore some cheap socks to that Tuesday class and ended up hurting my fucking feet really bad. So here I was just trying to move around, you know, because I really hadn't been able to walk much. So I almost felt like I was starting again, you know, which I don't want. So this time, you know, we're going to go with the, you know, proper sports socks, and just make sure I watch that foot. Here I'm just doing something that I was told to do, where I have to do my hip thrust, but inwards, because I have to sort my spine out. I have to sort the line of my spine out. I can't remember the name of the person that told me to do it, but he's a professional, because I can't remember the name. So it's not a chiropractor or nothing. And then here, just on the bag with the hoodie on, just trying to get warm, you know, just kind of having a little bit of a warm up. That's all these Saturdays are about. It's about taking the things that we learnt from the classes on the Monday and the Tuesday, you know, the beginner and the mixed classes, and utilizing them on the Saturday where we have the open gym and the gym to ourselves, really. So, you know, you know, I like to treat myself like a beginner, but my knowledge is not that of a beginner. You know, I somewhat know what I'm doing. I've got, you know, a good amount of technique for someone as limited as myself. But you can see, you know, I'm almost my own biggest critic there. You can see I didn't quite like that body hook. It almost threw me off balance. I was just practicing that. And, you know, each time I wasn't doing like 2-minute rounds, 3 minutes. I was doing a good 4.5 minutes. You know, just with everything I do, I'm doing 4 to 5 minutes, just because I don't go hammer and tong. I like to really work on my technique and think a lot, and not just throw everything at it. You can see I'm just kind of tapping away here. And then the hoodie comes off, and here I was just almost imagining myself fighting on the inside. Just, you know, hands up, head to head with your opponent, fighting on the inside, and then moving back around again. which I kind of enjoy doing. I kind of like put myself in situations, you know, like when you shadow box, they say to actually, you know, envisage an opponent. And I do the same on the heavy bag. You know, I envisage my opponent throwing punches at me, and I envisage, you know, myself avoiding them and throwing them back. And I feel like that's the best way for me to do it, especially mentally, to get me in that frame of mind. Now, this was a awesome piece of kit. I absolutely love this. I spent about 7 odd minutes on this piece of kit. It's so much fun. You know, it is a bit of a pain because of the fact it's in that corner right next to that wall, so you can't pivot round that right side too well. But it's a wicked piece of kit. But you guys are going to laugh towards the end of this clip here. Because yeah, it's quite funny what happens. But you can just tell I'm working on combinations. You know, I'm doing them lightly, and then you know, and then I'm going at them, you know, to just kind of fill them. But this was just wicked. I could have spent all down this. You can see me just check this recording there because I kept getting clips that were cut and short, unfortunately. But yeah, you can just see I'm just, you know, I'm just always thinking it. So yeah, well, you know, I ended up punching the back of a few of those things because I wasn't quite like prepared for it to be at that angle. But once I got it going, I really felt good on this, and this was tons and tons of fun. It really was. Just working on the jab a little bit there. Throwing that uppercut there is just so much fun on that thing because it fucking wiggles. It's something chronic. But I mean, I've not seen many gyms with these. If your gym has one, I definitely recommend it because they are so much fun. But you can see when I practice some combinations, I'll do it kind of lightly, and then I'll really go for it. If you'll see throughout this clip here. And then, like I said, guys, the end of the clip is fucking funny. As you saw there, I punched the back of that thing, and I'm just checking it again, just like being like, alright, don't, you know, when I do it to kind of be like, don't punch that again, you know, don't punch that again, study kind of thing. So there you go, practicing the combination, then bing, 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 bing. And don't know if you guys saw that, but the disappointment in my face there after landing that combination is just, I just thought it was hilarious. Watching that back, I didn't realize how, like, I just stood there with my hands down, like, dead disappointed. But you can see here, I fucking broke it. 2 of the bolts snapped out the back, and it was just hanging on by 1. So I was just, oh fuck. So that aside, we're back onto the heavy bag and getting some good work in. And yeah, man, just as you can see, I'm just kind of trying to imagine that bag's an opponent. I'm just bullying him, you know. I'm just bullying him. That's what I want to be. I don't want to just be, you know, a counter puncher or just jab, jab, jab. Or if I get on the inside, I want to be able to, you know, have the conditioning almost to fight confidently there. So, you know, that's what I like to do. But you know, I just like to just have fun, man. That's what this is all about for me. It's just always about having fun and just enjoying what I'm doing. And you know, me and my mate, we come here and we get a good workout in, and we just enjoy ourselves. Working on a bit of head movement, not looking great on this big bag, admittedly, but you know, at least, you know, I can admit that I'm not gonna be like, yeah, look at my Floyd Mayweather head movement. I know it's not fantastic, but I'm just working on it, you know, working on this big bag, because the big bag is much easier to hit you, because you've got almost less room to move because the bag doesn't swing as much, you know. So like there, I was quite happy with myself. The bag hit me, I think, once or twice. Almost pulled my little man bun ponytail thing out. But yeah, no, I was just having fun, you know. I was just having so much fun with it. That's why I get carried away. That's why I don't do the 3-minute rounds, because I get so carried away, and I end up doing like 7-8 minutes just on this one thing. And yeah, I'm exhausted. My shoulders start to kill, but it's just so much fun. By the way, that wasn't me trying to taunt the bag there. My arms were hurting, so I was just spinning them. I looked back and I was like, my God, who do I think I am? But it's because my shoulders were hurting. I wasn't, like, flexing at the bag, like, come at me, bro. I literally was just, my shoulders were hurting, so I was just stretching it out. And then I was like, you know, come on, man, you can't be doing that. If your arms are hurting, you've got to just keep your hands up and not throw back for a few seconds. Like, can't be opening your hands, like, begging to be punched in the chin. That was quite nice there, to be honest. I was quite happy with that, those series of hooks and then going under the bag like that. You know, looking back on it, that's actually not completely ugly. And then here I was having a rest finally after about 35, 40 odd minutes of just non-stop work. And I just recorded my boots. Not quite sure why, I just thought my boots were cool. I love them boots. And then here, I didn't actually know we had this in the gym. So one thing I'm looking back on here, guys, is I can see when it comes at me, my movement is very minimal and pretty decent. You know, see, when it comes at me, I'm moving quite, you know, as you should, you know, not exaggerating the movement. When it comes back, I'm giving it like I threw it way too hard there. I had to stop it quickly. There you go. I had to stop it there. But like when it comes out, see, I'm doing that little bit, and when it comes behind me, I've got good timing, but I'm moving a bit too much. So that's just something I'm going to work on. You guys will see this in the next coming months. You know, I'm going to be doing this kind of hopefully once a week and working on it, and just, you know, getting a feel for it and just being better. So it hit me there. That was one. That was a bit annoying. Obviously, I didn't put one in the big bag hit me. I don't believe in. But you know, here I just want to move away and have it a different way so you guys could see it from behind. But you know, from my first time doing this you know, such a small little bag like that, I don't think I done awfully, to be honest. And here I tried the side to side thing, but I couldn't help myself but look. And I was like, you know, I was trying to like, you need to just look forward and not look at the bag. Just let the bag do its thing. So that's what I was doing here, and I was actually doing alright, to be honest, getting the timing down nicely. That's 2. That's 2. That hit me twice, that one. But this is something I wanted to put in the video quite a bit. I didn't want to cut this up too much. I was probably on this, as always, about 8 odd minutes, something like that. And yeah, so a lot of the time is just the ball was just going crazy. It was like a bag of sand or something. I don't actually know what it was, to be honest. It was kind of squishy like sand, but I don't know, kind of felt like Play-Doh. But wasn't rock hard like when Play-Doh goes hard. I don't really know what it was, to be honest, but you know, I really enjoyed this. I really enjoyed doing this, and something I'm going to work on for sure in the future. And then here I want to throw a few strikes in, but I was really pretty fucking exhausted, so I was just you know, and then the ball was going all over the place. So it's just, you know, this is what I'm going to work on in the future, and you know, you guys probably see quite a bit of this each and every week. And then just working the aqua bag here, as you can see. Well, you know, this is one of my favorites. There is another aqua bag next to it on the right of this. You guys obviously can't see it. It's a little blue one. It was really good when it was in the middle of the gym, but now it's against the wall. So when it swings, it just hits the wall, and that doesn't... One, it could just split wide open, and 2, it just doesn't feel as good. I used to use it for a lot of head movement stuff because it was like a perfect middle ground between the big ball and the little ball. You know, so I just like doing this. I just like landing some big shots on this one. I just like, fuck it, you know. I said to myself, just go heavy at this thing for a little while. You know, you're already exhausted. Just see what you can do. See what's in the tank. No, you know, no cardio, no conditioning for almost 2 years. Just fucking push yourself and see what you can do, and see how much you can push your body. So if I'm right in thinking, this was about 4 minutes in to this little aqua bag session that I done here. And you know, I was just working on my uppercuts, really. You know, you can see when I stop and bob like that, that pretty much means my shoulders are fucking killing me, and and I kind of want to stop, but I've just got to keep going, just got to keep pushing myself. You know, predictable combinations, don't get me wrong, but right now I'm not sparring, I'm not fighting anyone, I'm not bothered about if I'm being predictable or not, because I knew what I wanted to throw at this bag, and that's what I was doing. I was throwing predictable shots just because that's what I wanted to work on. And then here again, I was doing my my hip clenches, I think they're called. I can't remember what the name of the guy is, but it's a clinic or of some kind. It's called an osteopath, guys. I've just quickly got my emails up, and that's what it's called. It's called an osteopath, and he helps me with the alignment of my spine. And you can see my mate in the background there. He got bloody good at that speedball. For someone that had never done it before in his entire life, he was like, the last like 10 minutes of us doing this, he was like, I'm gonna fucking practice this shit. And from missing it every time to his rhythm, he really got it going. I was generally quite impressed. So here I'm just doing my stretches that I have to do to try and help my spine as much as I can. And it doesn't look like I'm doing much, but there you can see that little where I touch my hips. I'm pushing my hips into the ground just to help the alignment of my spine over the 12 odd months. Hopefully it'll end up helping. But that is going to do it for this one, guys. I hope you've all enjoyed. We definitely went through a lot more when it comes to the open gym. We went on a lot more equipment, done a lot more. Instead of just throwing punches at a bag, we focused on our head movement. We broke that machine. We broke that punching thing. Unfortunately, obviously, I can't record when we're in the class. One, because it would kind of throw off the rhythm of the class, because the class is go, 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 go for 1 hour straight. So that's why I recorded a little bit at the end of just me, you know, exhausted, a little bit of abs that I was able to record. You know, hopefully in the future, when I do some pads with some of the coaches and stuff, I can get a bit of that recorded. But we'll have to see what happens in the coming weeks. I'm looking forward to getting back in there next week. But thank you as always for watching. I really appreciate the support on the first episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this one as well. And yeah, guys, thank you as always, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.